Hello, I'm Zoe Cumberpatch. I'm a third year PhD student in studying geology at the University of Manchester. I study how sedimentary systems underwater move around different underwater topography, so how different amounts of sand move around different underwater hills, and what implications this has for subsurface energy and for carbon capture and storage. My work involves fieldwork so physically going to places and looking at different types of rocks, numerical modeling, subsurface data analysis, so looking at data that's an ultrasound of the Earth, and physical modeling in flume tanks, which are like big kind of swimming pools full of sand. My journey into STEM involved, so I did, when I was at school, I really liked geography and science, but I didn't think I was a superstar at any of them. I just enjoyed different aspects of them. This led me on to study geology, which is a science that combines Earth understanding, so our understanding of the Earth, and takes aspects of physics, aspects of chemistry and biology, as well as maths and geography. So it's kind of an all-rounder subject, which I really enjoyed. My school actually offered geology at A-level, so I did A-level geology as well as maths, geography and biology. And then I went on to study geology at university. I went to Leeds University, did a geology degree, and that involved a year in industry. So I worked for a company called GTEC for a year, and they were a company that made geological maps of the Earth. So you may have heard of the Jurassic period, which is a period of time in Earth's history, and we made maps with how the Earth looked at those times. So where the continental plates were, where different mountains were, where different river systems were. After my undergraduate, so my BSc, I went on to study a master's in petroleum geoscience at Imperial College in London. I was lucky enough to be sponsored to do this by a Norwegian oil company who are called were at the time called Statoil, but have now changed their name to Equinor. As part of my master's degree at Imperial, I did an internship with Statoil in the London offices, working on a variety of subsurface problems. So subsurface data is where we take an ultrasound of the Earth to try and understand what the rock layers were doing, and I worked on that. And then I went on to Manchester University, where I am now, to do my PhD. Which is sponsored by NERC, the National Environmental Research Council, and is looking at what we call applied sedimentology. The STEM-related question that I would like to kind of solve one day, or really interested in, is how we can decarbonize our energy industry without necessarily making a huge transformation immediately and switching off from being oil and gas energy industry to renewables, but how we can manage that transition and what technology and what new skills and what type of engineering is involved with how we can really decarbonize our economy and our environment, whilst utilizing the best understanding of the subsurface, which fundamentally comes from geologists. I think that's a really interesting problem, and it's basically a huge implications for the climate, but also for making sure that we sustainably meet the needs of the world in terms of the increasing population's energy demands. I think that the Great Science Share for Schools is really important because it gives students the opportunity to learn about different snippets of science, and hopefully it encourages them and widens their knowledge of different things that occur across science, and that the only careers and opportunities in science aren't just to become a doctor or to become a vet, but there are a huge amount of different types of science, some of which you may have never heard of. So I think it's a really, really great initiative, and I hope that you're enjoying being involved. Thank you.